Day 18. The Magical To-Do List. The world is full of magical things waiting for our wits to grow sharper, said by Eden Philpotts. Really, when you think about it, gratitude is your best friend. It is always there for you, always available to help you. It will never fail you or let you down, and the more heavily you lean on it, the more it will do for you, and the more it will enrich your life. Today's magical practice will show you how to lean on gratitude even more, so it can do far more better magical things for you. Every day there are little life problems that come up and that need solving. Sometimes we can feel overwhelmed if we don't know how to solve a situation. Maybe your problem is that you don't have enough time for all the things you need to do and you're at a loss because there are only 24 hours in the day. It may be that you feel overwhelmed from work and you want more free time, but you can't see any way to have it. You may be at home taking care of children and you're feeling frazzled or exhausted, but you don't have the means to get support to give you time out. You may be faced with a problem that needs fixing, but you have no idea which way to turn to fix it. You may have lost something and tried your best to locate it, but you had no luck. Or you might want to find something like the perfect pet, perfect babysitter, great hairdresser, or amazing dentist or doctor, and despite your best efforts, you haven't been able to find what you need. You could be in an uncomfortable situation because of something a person has asked you to do, and you don't know how to respond to them. Or you could be in some kind of dispute with someone, and instead of getting it resolved, things seem to be getting worse. This magical to-do list practice will help you with any little day-to-day problems when you don't know what to do or when you want something to be done for you. You will be amazed at the results. When you combine gratitude's magical power with the law of attraction, people, circumstances, and events must be rearranged to do what you want done for you. You will not know how it will happen or how it will be done for you, and that is not your job. Your job is simply to be as grateful as it can be for what you want done right now as though it were done, and then let the magic happen. Today, create a written to-do list of the most important things you'd like to be done or resolved for you, and title your list the magical to-do list. You might put things on your list that you don't have time to do or don't want to do, along with any current problems, from the smallest day-to-day things to bigger life situations. Think through any area of your life where you need something resolved or done for you. When you have finished making your list, choose 3 things from your list to focus on today, and one at a time, imagine that each item has been magically done for you. Imagine that all people, circumstances, and events have been moved to do it for you, and it is now done. All done, all sorted, all solved for you, and you are giving massive thanks in return for it having been done. Spend at least 1 minute on each of your 3 problems, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. You can follow the same practice on the rest of the items on your list at another time, but there is power in simply putting the things you want done on the magical to-do list. Remember that the law of attraction says like attracts like, and that means that when you are grateful for the solutions as though you have them, you will attract everything you need into your life to resolve the situation. Focusing on problems attracts more problems. You have to be a magnet to the solution, not a magnet to the problem. Being grateful that you have the solution and that it has been resolved attracts the solution. To demonstrate how powerful this magical practice is, I want to share a story with you about my daughter who used this practice to attract her lost wallet back to her. After being out one night, my daughter discovered the next morning that she did not have her wallet and she had no idea where she might have lost it or even if it had been stolen. She called the restaurant where she went to dinner, the taxi company she used to come home, the local police station, and she searched the streets and knocked on surrounding doors. But no one had found her wallet. Other than the fact that my daughter's wallet contained the usually precious things in it, including all her bank and credit cards, driver's license, and cash, her biggest concern was that her wallet contained no current contact information because she had been overseas for some time. She didn't have a publicly listed phone number, and with a common surname, there seemed to be no hope. But despite the seemingly impossible obstacles, my daughter sat down, closed her eyes, and got a picture of her wallet in her mind. She visualized that she was holding her wallet in her hands. She opened her wallet, she went through all its contents, and she felt enormous gratitude that she had her wallet and everything in it back and in her hands. For the rest of the day, whenever she thought of it, again my daughter imagined she had her wallet in her hands and she felt enormous elation and gratitude that her wallet had been returned to her. Later that night, she received a call from a farmer who lived 100 miles away saying that he had found her wallet. The extraordinary part of the story is that the farmer had found the wallet in the street outside my daughter's home in the early hours of the morning, and he immediately searched the wallet looking for contact details. He made several calls in trying to find its owner, but to no avail, and so he gave up and drove back to his farm with the wallet. But while he was walking out in the fields at his farm, the wallet kept nagging and nagging at him, and he decided to search through it one last time. He found a small piece of paper with a man's Christian name written on it, and so he put the Christian name together with my daughter's surname and called directory assistance. There was just one listing for that Christian name and surname. The farmer called the phone number, and it was the home of my daughter's father. To this day, we do not know how the farmer got that phone number because it was an unlisted number. We called directory assistance ourselves several times after this happened, and the response every time was, "Sorry, there is no listing for that name." From 100 miles away, through the most extraordinary sequence of seemingly impossible events, my daughter's wallet was returned to her intact. She fulfilled her part in being grateful that she had her wallet back, and as must happen, gratitude performed its magic and moved every person, circumstance, and event to return her wallet to her. The magical power of gratitude is available for you to use as well, and it always has been. You just have to discover it in yourself and learn how to use it. Magic practice number 18, the magical to-do list. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, create a written list of the most important things or problems you need done or solved. Title your list the magical to-do list. Number 3, choose 3 of the most important things from your list, and one at a time imagine that each thing has been done for you. Spend at least 1 minute on each thing, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return will be the number 4 step. Number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So, in the magical to do list, we are going to create a written list of the most important problems that we need to be solved as soon as possible and title the list with the magical to do list. We have to choose three of the most important things from our list, and one at a time, we have to imagine that each thing has been done for you, has been solved for you or me or us. We have to spend at least 1 minute on each thing, believing it is done and feeling enormous gratitude in return. In the next podcast, I'll be reading you the magic footsteps. It will be the day 19 practice. And if we keep practicing gratitude every day, it really gives us a positive outcome at the end of the day. The magic rock practice has literally changed my kids' vision towards life. They find out every day something best that happened to them and thank for the day that they lived fully. Thank you so much for listening to me and see you in my next podcast. Till then, goodbye and take care.